This is something new, not gonna lie. Even though podcasts have happened before, this is a new podcast. And the name of this podcast is Why the Fuck Do You Make Music? Yes, that's the name of this show. Why is that the name of this show? Well, the goal in the name of this show is to give more information about why people make music, but also have a little more conversational aspect about it, but also have some entertainment factor about it. Maybe every now and then some random topics about sports, other things that matter, music, of course. But also the goal is to be very informative about why people do music and for what reason. And then get more information about their process, why they do what they do and how they do what they do, who, what for, all the important questions people need to know. Because why the fuck do you make music anyway? And I'm sure the audience would like to know too. So that being said, most important of all, man, we got famous. Could we say famous?
Yeah, you might as well say, man.
Say famous, illustrious artists. We got LNF Black in the building.
Everything's super.
Yeah.
What's going on, Jerry?
What's happening, man? Let the people know who you are, man. What you do.
So, my name is LNF Black. I'm from the city of Durham, North Carolina. You know what I'm saying? I rap. I own my own label, LNF Records. You know what I'm saying? I'm a hustler. I songwrite, record myself, engineer, and I act.
Okay. Have lots of questions.
I'm a jack of all trades, man. Let's get into it.
All right. But first, we're going to get started with the main name of the show. Why the fuck do you make music, man?
I make music, honestly, because I love to do it. It's like a passion of mine for real ever since I was like maybe, I think about 18. That's when I really started like tapping into that shit. What made me want to start rapping was pretty much because, like, you know what I'm saying, I seen a better future for myself and my family. And then when it got to a point where it's like I wanted to be a caretaker for my family, that's what really like gave me my drive to like continue with rap.
Okay. Now, I want to start from the very beginning. What was that moment of, damn, I could really do this rap shit?
Shit. When I really like started like, okay, so before I went and recorded my first song, I was rapping. I mean, I was writing like rhymes and shit in a composition notebook, and I basically wrote like a few rhymes to the point where I built up some confidence to go record. So I would say it started for me back then when I was like just going through like rhymes and seeing if I could rhyme, nursery rhymes and shit like cat, hat, bat, smack, like shit like that. And like, you know what I'm saying, putting these songs together and the repetition that went with all of that, it made me become like a songwriter and be able to like, you know what I'm saying, create songs. So I went to the studio. First time I went to the studio, I probably recorded like 3-4 songs, and that was like the foundation of LNF Black. At the time, I didn't even know that LNF Black was gonna be LNF Black. Like my rap name was probably like either still my government name, or I think it was either Black, cause that's what niggas call me.
Why do people call you Black?
So when we was jits and shit, we used to like crack jokes a lot and shit, like scold all the time. So one day, one of my homies called me like, you know what I'm saying, Key Black, cause my name is Keywan and I'm black. So eventually it became a thing where like, you know what I'm saying, when motherfuckers see me, they be like, Key Black or Black, you know, and I ran with it. I fuck with it though, honestly, like if people call me by my government name, it's gonna sound kind of off to me because I'm used to motherfuckers calling me Key Black or Black. Unless you like in my like immediate close circle, then you know what I'm saying, I get it. But like outsiders or people, you know what I'm saying, associates, you know, motherfuckers that don't know me like thoroughly, they call me Black.
All right.
Where you get LNF from?
So LNF is a symbol of locked in forever. It's basically something that came about when me and my homeboy over there were basically like in the studio, and we just wanted to like take it to another level. I've also always been the type of guy that like, you know what I'm saying, I feel like if you're gonna branch off into like a career or something that you want to get into, it's best that you be knowledgeable of what you're trying to get into. You feel me? So, with that being said, when I was in the process of creating my first few projects, I was also studying and doing my research on the business itself. So I learned how to like distribution and uh, performance rights organizations and royalties and all that stuff. So LNF came about because I wanted to basically use all that information and start my own business, my own record label, independent record label.
Smooth, smooth.
Now, how did you go about acquiring that research so you can get started with actual owning your record label and distribution?
Shit, Google and YouTube, the best teachers for real. That's the best advice I can give somebody that's trying to learn something. Google and YouTube. I stayed up on Google, stayed on Google, stayed on YouTube, and I kept writing, you know. And it was just a plan that I had in my head that like I'm gonna do that. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool, cool,
yeah.
cool.
Now, I want to go circle back real quick to, all right, now you realize you all right, you can rap a little bit.
Mhm.
What made you start recording?
Cause I just wanted to like put some music out there. I felt like at an early age, even though I knew I had shit to work on, I always felt like I was good. And I always felt that like, you know what I'm saying, I could take it somewhere. Ever since like I started from day one. So it was just about going through the process for me, honestly. It wasn't like I'm gonna just try this. It was more so like this what I'm doing and only way is up, so that's what it's gonna be. So I just kept writing until I got to the point where I felt comfortable enough to go record. And then I got some good feedback from my first project and I just kept going.
So, how did you go about promoting yourself and actually getting your music out there after it dropped?
Some of the plans that I had down on paper were in-person marketing. I believe that um, encounters with like people is the best engagement form of engagement outside of like you know what I'm saying social media like Instagrams and ads and stuff like that. I feel like in-person engagements is like the best form of engagement because you actually get to like meet someone and properly greet yourself and you know what I'm saying study someone's mannerisms. So I like to use that as a form of promotion and also you know what I'm saying, just staying in people's faces, making sure they hear it, even if it's a post a day that gets less than 300 likes or rarely get any fucking mentions, you know what I'm saying, just staying consistent in people's faces so they can hear it. Because you know how many people scroll up and down on their phones on a daily? People looking for like, you know what I'm saying, something to be entertained by. So even if you just post a day, whether it's nothing like you do it all the time. I see you on Instagram all the time. You be posting all the time. So you know what I'm saying. But like it's you in people's faces though. So you know.
Yeah. And so you said when you did like your first song, you were 18.
Yeah. I believe so. I was 18.
So were you still like in high school? Or you graduated already?
At that point, I had graduated. I didn't. So
Nice, nice.
so so the rapping thing came after high school graduation. When I graduated high school, I was interested in going to culinary school. Cause my dad's a chef and you know what I'm saying, I thought like, you know what I'm saying, food would be cool thing that would be a cool thing to do. So I was pursuing culinary school and while I was pursuing it, I went to like orientations, all that type of shit. Like I was really finna do that shit. But like something in me just felt like it wasn't for me and I felt like I was doing that because it was like, you know what I'm saying, something my pops was doing. Um so like I was at a roadblock basically where it was like that's not it. So like what I'm gonna do? My mom was trying to convince me to go to the Navy. Like she was saying like I should go there because they got good benefits and stuff like that. But that's never really been my thing either. So I just leaned toward like rap honestly because I was seeing like the benefits from it. Like you know what I'm saying. I was seeing the luxury cars and lifestyles and you know what I'm saying, people making things happen. So I was like, you know, if they can do it, I can too. So that's how all that happened.
Okay.
For sure, for sure.
So we almost got Chef Black.
Yeah, nah, for real. I almost been whipping up some shit. No cap.
And we almost got Navy Black too. Okay.
Yeah.
Alright. So is that where the origin of tracks like Top Chef comes from? Or am I just I'm reaching right now?
Not necessarily. Not necessarily. Top Chef came from like giving out the best shit. You know, like when you go to like an ABC store and they be like, you got a Top Chef bottle because that's the best shit. So that's where the origin of Top Chef came from. Top Chef shit, we giving out the best shit, man.
All right, cool. That's what's up, man. I didn't know you was almost about to be a cook, man.
Yeah, man, you found some shit out when you got there and do a little interview here and there, man. I almost forgot about it my damn self. Shit. Yeah.
So who are your influences as far as trying to make music like or after or adjacent to
Are we talking like alive or just in general?
in general?
Influences? I like a lot of people, man. I like a lot of people. I listen to all kinds of like genres of music. Influences, my favorite musician, entertainer, artist of all time is Michael Jackson. I like respect and just admire what he did. And like when I think of myself as like being in a situation where I had that much power and you know what I'm saying, could do shit, I would want to be someone like similar to him. That's off topic though, but my favorite, like, you know what I'm saying, idols and stuff that I look up to would definitely be like, you know what I'm saying, niggas that I grew up on listening to. Drake, you know what I'm saying, Cole. I fuck with Future. He's diverse. I think, you know what I'm saying, of course Lil Wayne, you know what I'm saying, I don't know nobody who don't fuck with Weezy. And then other motherfuckers like young niggas now that's like, you know what I'm saying, ran the game like Lil Baby, you know what I'm saying, niggas like that you gotta pay homage to because like they came through and like when rap was at a point where it was like kind of descending, they came through and carried the torch. So I listen a little bit of everybody, man. Hip hop, R&B specifically.
You like Lil Baby's new shit though?
Yeah, I fuck with it. It ain't touching his last shit, but
All right.
yeah, I fuck with it.
All right.
Yeah.
You fuck with Drake new shit too?
Yeah. That's Drake.
You took a little second there.
You know, I was talking to somebody recently about Drake, you know what I'm saying, legacy. And I was telling this nigga that like, hear me out, man, when I say that. I may about to say some wild shit. If you watching this, just hear me out real quick. You know, so I was telling my homie this like a couple weeks ago. I was saying that Drake really haven't had a classic album since Views.
You think Views is a classic?
I do. Just because of the hype because of the hype and momentum that he had involving that whole process and run to making Views. But I say that to say this though. I don't think Drake has ever put out a bad album. I don't think he's ever put out a bad album except for Honestly Never Mind. That was like, I guess we see Drake, we see you trying shit. We see it. We respect it. You know what I'm saying? Creativity.
And the thing is though, it's not even that it's just bad. It's like he's done that in the past.
Facts though. Facts he has. Facts.
So you think Views is a classic though?
I do.
All right. I don't, but all right.
Why you don't though? Why you don't think Views a classic?
That's where the fall off started in my opinion.
The fall off.
It's very slow. It's very slow. Criminally slow. It's a slow fall off. Because you can just see, in my opinion, it's just not the same drive and the same hunger. Not saying it should have been,
right,
but the quality of music following that is also diminishing too.
Yeah. Cause he was going through some shit around that time. So it probably like reflected in his music. Cause I feel like that too. Like being an artist, man, like things that you go through in life, it's gonna reflect in your music and your sound type shit. So like the shit that you got surrounding your life and like involving yourself in your life is gonna reflect in your music, and people gonna be able to hear it within the authenticity of the sound of the music. So like, I feel where you coming from, because he was very like in a dark place in his life. And I don't know this nigga at all, y'all. By the way, I'm speaking on the nigga like I know the nigga. I don't know this nigga from a can of paint. He don't know me. So, but I can feel that though.
Do you think when artists get older, they should at some point hang it up, or at least not be as involved as they once were in the game?
I think that at a certain age, artists shouldn't be as involved as they were on the come up. Um, and when I say that, I don't mean like just hang it up. Cause I mean, look at Hove. Hove hop on the track when he feel like it, and it's Hove. But like, I feel like at a point in time, at a point in age, you should want different goals for yourself, different like things to like achieve for yourself. Whether it's like some real estate, buying some property, you know what I mean, or like whatever you could think of, going into business with like shades or type shit. You know what I mean? Like you should just want to be a mogul instead of like an artist at a certain point.
Well, not all people can and probably want to be that. I hear you.
Right.
That's a great sentiment though to have, but not all people are gonna be able to do that.
I don't know. I feel like because you don't know when you feel me, you gonna blow. So you
Right.
might be making music and you be like, 40, 50, up there in age, and boom, you just dropped a song and it just went crazy.
It goes
So, yo,
stupid.
yeah. So you can't feel me. Then you can't look at it like, dang, that's it.
Yeah,
'Cause
no,
you can feel me.
yeah. I feel you. I feel you on that too. And I guess it just boils down to like individual thing, like what that person may want for themselves. Cause like you said, everybody don't want to be entrepreneurs. Everybody don't want to own their own LLCs and have to go through that grind. Some people, you know what I'm saying, would just prefer to like ride it out. So I definitely feel what you're saying. For sure, for sure.
But I will say though, I think all artists should have multiple streams of income besides just their music because,
Definitely.
as we all know now, music ain't selling like that. You can barely make money off music unless it's direct to consumer anyway. So
Mm-hmm.
in order to really get the income you want so you can live off music, you have to have other streams of income besides music, whether it's merch, subscriptions,
Shows.
Right.
so far and so forth.
No, that's definitely real as hell. Cause I seen some shit the other day where they were saying for an artist to make $1 million off of his song, he would need like at least like no, I'm tripping. They said for artists to make at least $1,500 off of a song, they would need like at least 1 million streams.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. I think a stream is maybe like 25 cents, maybe
It's
50.
not, it ain't even that. It's
That's what
less than that.
yeah, like, yeah,
less than
man.
that.
That shit's crazy.
That's the streaming conversation is so interesting because we know that people faking their numbers. Well, I ain't gonna say fake, inflating their numbers by using streaming farms or
Yeah.
fake playlists and all that, so far and so forth. So there's a frustration coming from artists or like-minded labels that think like artists of how an artist supposed to make money. Where there's always a way to make money. You just got to figure out how to do it and
Right.
be consistent. I think even I fall into it sometimes. A lot of people don't understand how long it takes to really become a success and a professional in your field, no matter
Yeah.
what it is, but especially music. I think people think 'cause they see stuff rising, fall so fast that they think, oh, I just make a few songs on the SoundCloud and from Band Lab and just, all right, cool, we out of here. Like, it don't work like that. It takes a lot of prep, consistency, hard work, and just keeping going for
Right.
that to actually work.
And then when you make it, they gonna say it happened overnight. But ain't nobody see them long nights where you miss sleep trying to put this shit together.
yeah, mixing and mastering records yourself,
Yeah.
trying to record yourself, learn the ins and outs of programs like Pro Tools and
Right.
such. It's a grind, and it's
You gotta really want it, man. Like I was telling one of the homies this shit the other day, bro. Like, nigga, if nigga, if I was discouraged to stop rapping because of one song that ain't blow, nigga, I would have stopped rapping years ago. Like, nigga, you gotta really like see that shit and want that shit, and understand that some days gonna be slower than the others. Obstacles is gonna approach themselves, and it's Rocky Balboa said one of the realest shit ever, y'all. Let me tell you what this motherfucker said. This nigga said, "It's not about how hard you get hit, but it's about how hard you get hit and get back up." You know what I mean? Don't let that go over your fucking head. For real.
nah, that's real though, cause in life you're always gonna get knocked down. Can you keep getting back up?
Right.
Life is about how much trauma you can take and you can still move on from it, cause it's gonna happen regardless.
Nah, that's facts, man. That's big facts.
So, transitioning here to another part of the show.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna talk about stage presence. How many times you been on stage?
I've been on stage quite a few times over the years. I've been rapping, honestly. I think it's been at least more than 10. I can't really remember because I just been rapping for so long, and performances. I could tell you the performing is fun as hell, though. That shit is like a fucking shot of adrenaline. And it's like, and when I say a shot, I ain't talking about a shot. I'm talking about with a needle, and they just stick it in your vein and pump that bitch. But it's fun. It's definitely like, you know what I'm saying, a feeling that you can't really describe unless you into it. Like do you got something that like when you're doing it, it's just like so fulfilling for you and so like exciting to where it's like you just like your blood start pumping and you just like gotta get it out. Yeah, it's something like that.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because being an artist, you also have to know how to perform
Right.
as an artist too. So how do you prep before you do shows, and what have you learned from the goods and bads of performing on stage?
Well, for starters, man, you gotta get them reps in. Gotta get them reps in. You definitely don't want to go out there and forget your words, or like, you know what I'm saying, stumble over words because the audience can hear that. You want to make sure that your crowd engagement is important. Um, locking eyes with the crowd, you know what I'm saying, making sure that you're interacting with the crowd, you know, and just making sure that you like, you know what I'm saying, proper preparation prevents poor performance. So whether you get like a rep in a day or you get 5 reps in a day, long as you prepare, you know what I'm saying, and you can even take it to the extent where you like actually like put on like a whole presentation. You know what I'm saying? Well, performing is a presentation, honestly. You're selling yourself pretty much to the masses and saying that they fuck with you or not. Some good and bad things that I've learned from performing. Good, I've learned to like, you know what I'm saying, bring energy. Bring energy, bring energy, bring energy. As far as bad, I learned to like say less and perform more. You know, sometimes when you get on the stage and you get on that mic and you start talking, you could start rambling. You know what I'm saying? And especially if people don't know who you are and you just rambling off at the mouth, you done lost. People attention span is like 10 seconds or less. Like, you know what I'm saying? So within that 10 seconds, you got to like show them something, show up, you know what I'm saying, don't show out. So I would definitely say less and perform more. Yeah.
Word.
That's a good way to put it. That's definitely a good way to put it.
Mm-hmm.
I might need to take that advice. I be rambling sometimes.
Yeah, man. That shit that happened to me before. I done hopped on the mic. I done started rambling and shit. And I knew I was rambling because I seen somebody in the crowd. They looked over to their homie and said, what this nigga talk about? I said, oh, let me start rapping. I'm in my head thinking that though. You know what I mean? I ain't, you know, I'm performing.
Got you. What are some good and bad things you've learned about from yourself from performing?
Good things I've learned from performing about myself is, you know what I'm saying, I've learned that I like it. I learned that I'm not shy or get stage frightened. I like that. Bad things that I learned about performing. I would say um maybe just like, you know what I'm saying, being in the moment more. I would say like, cause sometimes when you're performing, you could, you know what I'm saying, be so like in the moment that you're not in the moment. Like you could like your thoughts could like just go in a different direction than where you performing sometimes, or you know, sometimes you can overthink your performance and like fumble even though you done practice hella times. So I would definitely say just be in the moment more.
When you perform, do you record with just the instrumental playing,
Oh, okay.
or
Or the track playing.
yeah?
I feel like certain situations call for different scenarios. If I'm in a club, I'll perform with the track. But if I'm like at a venue or like a event, I think performing without the track is better. Just of course having the hook down, but like I feel like performing at a venue or like a showcase event just with the without the track would benefit, because like the crowd can actually hear what you're saying, you know. And I feel like that's what people are there for, like showcases, like events and stuff like that, or music festivals or whatever the case may be. Definitely having no tracks on it would benefit. You can benefit from it because the crowd can actually hear what you're saying. Versus like if you're in a club where everything is loud and you really ain't even gotta do much, you can go ahead and throw the whole track in. Just like I said, bring the energy.
Now I know you're an avid reader.
Mm-hmm.
Which book or books have you used the most references out of in your music?
Uh, Robert Greene.
Which one?
Honestly, I like 48 Laws of Power. Um, I like that one. That's like the most recent book I read by him. I read 3 out of his 5 books, but that's like the most recent book I read of him. And he mentioned a lot of like things that like people do on a regular, unconsciously or consciously. And I apply that shit in my daily life, whether it's music or just life. He my favorite author for real.
So as far as preparing for studio sessions and practicing beforehand, how do you go about actually preparing and getting your lyrics together for the songs you're gonna record in the studio?
I'm gonna be honest with you, Dre. Most of the times, I if I'm not recording at the crib, I'm punching in. Like if I'm let me say that over. If I'm at the crib, if I'm recording myself at the crib, I'm punching in everything. But like when I come to the studio to record with you, like actually get some projects out the way, most of the time, bro, I'm writing the songs the same day. For real, for real. Cause when I do come to the studio, it's spontaneous as hell. I just get hit with like some inspiration. I just, cause I got a studio at the crib where I record. Like I be recording all the time there. So like when I come here, it's really like to like get some shit, you know what I'm saying, chopped and screwed. So like most of the time, it's very spontaneous when I do like hit you up and be like, let's go to the studio and we book a session, and then I basically just get them songs done that day. So when I come in here like 3-4 songs down and laid, it's literally that. Like I'll be writing from like 11. Well, let's say we got a session at like 8, like 8 or 9. I'll be writing all day from like 12 to 8.
It's a good preparation.
Yeah. And that's how we made. That's like most of the songs that I done came in here and laid down with you. That's literally how it happens.
Sure.
Yeah.
So how often do you practice recording at your crib?
I get in almost every night for real, for real. I get home from work, you know what I'm saying, take care of my dog and shit, and then do some little homework. And if I got time, if it ain't too late, you know what I'm saying, I get a session in. Every night though, when I ain't gotta work in the morning, I definitely get a session in. I roll one and like, you know what I'm saying, just record, play with the mixes and stuff like that. That's why I was asking you questions earlier about the mixes, because I recorded a track like I think 2 nights ago, and tried to put my own little mix and shit on it. It came out pretty cool, but like it's still like the levels and shit that I need to play with.
Yeah. So quick tip for any artists out there recording yourselves. You getting beats off YouTube or that nature. Turn the beat down first. Why is that important? Because most of the time the beats are already mixed, mastered, or limited, however they do it. So the beat's already loud as fuck going in. So to get your voice to at least sit at an optimal level, just to start out at least, turn the beat down so it can have a leveled out. Because you're gonna end up turning it back up with a limiter or some other mixing
Right.
enhancement later. So turn the beat down because in every track, your vocals are always going to be the loudest part of the track
Right.
because they want to hear you. But to turn the beat down because the beat's already loud and you're not going to be recording that loud, most likely, because everybody has different voices and different setups too.
Right.
So just a quick little nugget there.
Heard. Yeah, hey, yeah, we got some new releases coming top of the year. Matter of fact, we've been working. Me and my team, we been putting together like you know what I'm saying a promo campaign for my next project. It's 16 songs on it.
Any details you can give to the audience right now?
Um, I can't give y'all the name, but I will say I will be dropping my album cover in the next 4 weeks. The project is based off of my past, my present, and my future.
Top 5 songs of yours that you've done.
Top five.
Top 5 of your own stuff. Yep.
All right. Do you want them in like a order or like?
Top 5. Just start naming names.
All right, my top five. Go to work. It's a track off my project. 2 tracks off my project actually. It's 2 tracks off my project. You're at my decision. And 2 beats freestyle with my boy Cali. But the 2 tracks off my project, man, let me tell you. Now for real, like with this project though, I want people to listen to this and like when you hear it, you know what I'm saying, I want it to resonate with you that like, you know what I'm saying, oh, this nigga really been working. Like you could hear it in the music that, you know what I'm saying, that like niggas definitely been working on the rhymes, metaphors, punchlines, beat selection. It got it all, man. I can't wait for y'all to hear it.
You got any certain producers or anything that they should look forward, to on the
I got a few producers that I'll be tapped in with, but none would be on the project that I got coming out. Except for my homeboy, I knew him through my homie Kane, and he sent me a few beats to select from, and I did one on the project. It is track 5. It's track 5 on the project. Mm-hmm.
To the listeners out there that want to know more about you, what song or project or both should they go listen to learn more about LNF Black?
I want to say this project that I'm finna like put out for real, cause if you new to who I am, or if you've been following me since day one, then you would know that like all my content, as far as music wise or anything I put out, has got substance to it. And earlier in the interview, I had mentioned that like how artists, when we go through things in life, it reflects on our music. So when I dropped my first project, Superstars Don't Come Regular, I was at a point in my life where, you know what I'm saying, I felt like I wasn't regular because I'm him. Like I've always felt that like, you know what I'm saying, I've had so much confidence in myself and my capabilities that like, you know what I'm saying, I ain't trying to sound like conceited or nothing, but I'm him, you know. And I feel like anybody else should feel that way about themselves too. So Superstars Don't Come Regular was that. And my next project after that was Redemption. I was going through some shit in life where I was like, you know what I'm saying, losing friends and making a lot of like wrong decisions in life and shit. Man, I just wanted to redeem myself. So that's when I put out shit like Go to Work or Memories and, you know what I'm saying, Spoiled, shit like that. But if you want to get to know more about me and who I am, I would definitely say this project that I'm finna put out, I almost gave y'all the fucking name. Dre, y'all must have it. Dre, y'all must have it, boy. Nah, for sure though, man. This project right here that I'm finna put out, man, for real, it's definitely one of them ones. It's 16 songs on it for a reason, man, because it's like I'm telling a story for real, like my past, things I've been through, my present, where I'm at now, and my future, where I see myself at in the next 5 to 10 years, and it's really that. So I would definitely say my next one, for sure.
Is there any song out now they could go listen to? Like, there's a little bit about Black that you should know.
Yeah, for sure. A song that you can listen to like right now to like figure out who I am as a person and an artist would be Go to Work. Go to Work. Track 12 on my Redemption project.
Recorded
here. Recorded here with my boy Dre at AMN Studio.
AMI Studios.
Yes, sir. I do all my recordings with him, y'all, by the way. Like, I posted this shit on my story like a week ago last time I was in the studio. But like, I'm gonna tell it here to the people on the podcast that like, when you hear me, you hear him. I'm gonna keep all the way hot with you. I'm the artist. I come in here with the bars and I lay the vocals down and just rap. But he gets my sound together. He's the one that has all the effects and have me sounding cool. So thank him. Thank me too though. Thank me too. Like thank me too. We like Kobe and Shaq.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Without the fighting.
Yeah. It's all love.
Yeah. Word. Top 5 songs that made you start making music.
I like this question.
That's a tough one.
It is though. I like this question though. I don't think I've ever been asked this question. You said top 5 songs that made me want to start making music?
Yes.
All right. First of all, Eminem, Lose Yourself. First of all. Need that. that hit different. I ain't gonna count. Second, I would say Kanye West, Through the Wire. That gave me a lot of hope. Third, I would say J. Cole's Sideline Story. Fourth would be Drake. It's between Pound Cake and what's that fucking song that he got on his Take Care album? He's like, it's like, oh no, oh look what you would have done. Yeah. That's 4. And number 5 is I want to say Lil Wayne, Hustler Music.
Okay.
But like, here's the thing though with that, like, I grew up listening to a lot of J. Cole. I ain't even gonna count. Like, I grew up listening to a lot of Cole in my early teens, and he basically like helped me like he kind of like his music molded me of like how I wanted to like move in a way when I got older. So I do want to give my props and respect to him as an artist, because you know what I'm saying, Cole got a lot of like get a lot of backlash sometimes, because maybe some people may think that his music is boring, or like, you know what I'm saying.
I have said that. Not
Yeah,
gonna lie.
you know what I mean? Like, yeah, but like the thing about it is like we all got brains that work, and sometimes you need that boring ass shit to slow you down in life and like actually like how you think about some real ass shit. I grew up listening to that nigga, and it made me a very well God today. So I ain't, hey.
You can say real shit and it be a little more exciting though. But I hear you.
Yeah, you can for sure. You can for sure.
All right. Top 5 projects you stand by? Meaning, like I said, you don't fuck with these, we might have to fight.
What's the okay.
Your
Top
top
five.
five.
My top five. That's like
Top.
gotta live like stand on business about.
Yeah.
All right. Standing on business about it. Lil Wayne Carter 3. I'm standing on it. I'm standing on it. I'm standing on it. I really want to like give y'all some good albums because I've heard a lot of good projects. Lil Baby. What was the first project he dropped with Emotionally Scarred on it? Is My Turn? 3 would be Big Sean, I Decided. That's a good project in my opinion. I feel like Big Sean is like he don't get the recognition he deserves. He's like bar for bar. It's like that. Track number 4. Project number 4 we gotta stand on. Kanye West. What's that shit called, man? With the blue, where he got the orange cover art.
Life of Pablo.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Oh my God. 2016 was a good year for music. I don't know if y'all know that or not, but 2016, all the shit was dropping. Life of Pablo, number 4, and number 5 with I'm gonna just go ahead and close it out with my boy Aubrey. Take care. Take care for sure. Standing on it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Any last things before we close out?
I just want to say, man, first off, I appreciate, what I'm saying, y'all having me out here and we doing this right now. I want to say this to anybody out there that's looking and watching this, to like, what I'm saying, if you got something that you believe in and it may not seem clear to you right now, by all means, what I'm saying, do that shit. Do what you're passionate about, do what you love, and most importantly, keep God first. Man, let me tell you about God, man. Look. My God did some amazing things for me this year. I had the biggest comeback of 2023. No cap. Where I was a year ago today, compared to where I'm at right now, ain't nothing but a blessing, man. And like when I really decided to like tap in, and like, what I'm saying, I always had faith and, what I'm saying, prayed here and there. But like when I really decided like to pick up that Bible, start reading more and like actually tapping in and getting, what I'm saying, a better connection with God and myself spiritually, I started seeing my blessings like really come to me in ways, what I'm saying, that was like remarkable. And it had to be him. It couldn't be nobody else but him. So I say that, man, what I'm saying, keep God first, stay consistent, and never forget your worth. It's Black.
All right. Bet. Now we have a last question we would like to end the show with.
All right.
Why the fuck do you keep making music?
Why the fuck I keep making music? It's only because of one thing, for real, man. I love it. I love this shit. I love music. It's as simple as that. I love it. I could do this shit. I'm going to do this shit for the rest of my life. And I don't plan on stopping ever. It's just one of the things that like I could do all night long for however long I feel like it. So that's why I keep doing it, man. I love this shit. I love rapping. I like being in the studio, talking about some. Hold on, let me get it real quick. Let me get it real quick. We'll be punching in. Like, hold on, let me get it real quick. Let me get it. Yeah, that shit right there itself is fun. And then when you hear yourself out here in the speakers and be like, damn, I did that. Like that shit is fun as hell. Yeah, man. So that's all it is. I just love the shit.
All right, bet. With that being said, man, this is the closeout of the show. Why the fuck do you make music? We don't have any social medias for this podcast yet. However, you want to follow. Actually, let's go to our guests first. Want to follow our guests? Tell them where they can find you at.
Yeah. So you can follow me on Instagram at LNF_Black. I repeat, you can follow me on Instagram at LNF__ Black. For sure.
What about the music? Where can they find the music at, man?
You can get the music on all streaming platforms like Apple Music, Spotify, YouTube, SoundCloud, Google Play, Tidal. Wherever shit you got them, you can type my name in on Google and you'll get a whole link to where all my music content. Apple Music, Spotify, YouTube, SoundCloud, all of that.
All right. D2M Tower, where can they find you at, sir?
Y'all can find me on all social media platforms: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter at D2M_Ty or Dreams the number 2 Motivations.
All right. You can find me on all social medias at retro__Dre. Yeah, I had to change my name a little bit so it'd be easier to find me. I used to have dots and shit in my name and spaces. It was really confusing. So it's retro, RETRO__DRE, Dre. It's really simple. And streaming platform, same thing. So we got a capital R, capital T, capital E. And those three capitals stand for real, timeless experience. If you didn't know. So
Yes, sir.
appreciate y'all for fucking with this podcast. Because why the fuck do we do this? So we can. I was about to say fuck with y'all, but that might sound weird. So, that being said, we appreciate y'all. Until we figure out the outro, we'll see y'all next time. Peace.
Yes, sir. Peace out.